All right, shalom. This is Kanak Shalom Ben Yashar from the Lions in the Yashar camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harikah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, of great millstone, and salutation to the archon that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Sirach chapter 4, verse 30. It says, "Be not as a lion in thy own house, nor frantic among thy servants." All right, and I'm not going to make this real long. It's just like a slight testimony on, some revelations I had to come through, and some things I had to fix within me, dealing with my household and dealing with my woman. Um, you know, I was coming down on her real hard and saying that she needs to pray and be more spiritual about everything, not realizing I was causing her spiritual distress and not dealing with her the way I was supposed to be dealing with her. I wasn't putting my hands on her, but I was beating her up emotionally and causing her to be more of an emotional creature when she's already emotional as is, and I was causing more emotional distress, not realizing it. And saying things, you need to get over it, you need to do this, you need to do that. But when it came down to me needing some nurturing or comfort, yeah, we go to the scriptures, but sometimes we go to our woman just like, what I'm saying, not just necessarily for sexual things, but sometimes you want your head rubbed. Sometimes you're like, yo, baby, it's gonna be okay. But not doing the same in the return for her, expecting and saying things like, yeah, you got to bear your burden in the truth, and not knowing that I'm causing a heavy burden on her. So I was being like, it says, be not as a lion in thy own house. That's not only just talking about hitting on your women, but you could be verbally abusive, like how I was, or you could be emotionally abusive, and you know what I'm saying, spiritually abusive, and nor frantic among thy servants. And what does the word one mean? A servant. Yes, she's a servant, but we are also servants too until we're told that we're the elect and we're the friends of Yahweh by Shemia Shai. So I had to realize the way I was dealing with her, did I want Yahweh by Shemia Shai to deal with me in the same manner I was dealing with my woman, understanding that I'm his woman. Um, and it made me evaluate, you know, just because a woman is a servant doesn't mean we have to treat them like shit. You see a lot of things on the internet where brothers be posting the nigga woman ain't shit, this, that, and the third. Yeah, you got some bitches that are out there that ain't shit. But you also got the ones that truly believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and they're trying through the spirit and through whoever's leading them, whether they have a man or whether they just watch videos or however, that are really trying to get to the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and get to the kingdom and be somebody's servant in the kingdom. And they really have that mindset. But sometimes it gets out of hand and we treat these women like shit and throw it up in their face. Like if a woman has dealt with more than one man in the past, you know, she's considered a whore. But understanding that according to Hosea, the men of Israel were whores at one time, and I had to realize to myself, uh, you know, even though the spirit was always on me from birth, according to the scriptures, I wasn't following that spirit at all times. So I was found in whoredoms and spiritual idolatry. So and when we come into the truth, uh, through the blood of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, all our sins are wiped away, and we should not let our past sins weigh us down. So by me saying things like this to my woman, that's causing spiritual distress on her. Because yeah, she's dealt with more than one man before me, but how many men has she dealt with since she's been in the truth? As far as I know, I have faith that only me. Who knows? But until I know for sure, I can't really label that on her like that. That's putting a heavy burden on her spiritually. Because Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, like Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai told the woman that was found in adultery, go thy way, woman, and sin no more. Where are thy accusers? All right. It says, he who without sin cast ye the first stone. So just, what I'm saying, giving a testimony how I had to come into realization how I was causing spiritual, emotional distress on my woman and telling her just things like, just get over it. And then, you know, you know, wanting comfort from her and getting upset when I'm not getting the comfort from her that I feel like I should get. But when somebody's emotionally drained and they really have nothing else to give, you might be the problem of the reason why they don't have anything else to give, because they're not getting anything in return. And she said something to me one time, because I said I got to tear you down in order to build you up. And then she said to me, she was like, "Yo, you've already done the tearing down, but you've done a good job of the tearing down part. When are you gonna start building?" And I had to really think and realize, damn, you know, I was just, and a part of me was like things I was dealing with within myself, and you know, not not put it this way, if I was Yahweh Shai and she was me, I wouldn't want Yahweh Shai to deal with me the way I was dealing with her, and that's what we have to realize in these cases. Like, you don't put a woman up over you. You don't worship a woman put a woman on a pedestal, but you do honor them as the weaker vessel. As a matter of fact, let me get a couple more scriptures. You know, and it took me a little minute to realize it. And the elder had made a video, a few videos dealing with this topic, man. The elder of our camp, One, he made a few videos. And one thing he said, when your woman is dealing with you a certain way, maybe it's because how you dealing with Yahweh by Shemia Shai, you need to correct yourself. Because in their eyes, that we're the woman. He said, I've likened the daughters of Zion to a comely and delicate woman, right? Meaning the men. How are you dealing with Yahweh by Shemia Shai and his word and his truth, How are you dealing with the brotherhood? So because a lot of things that you go through can reflect, your relationship with Yahweh by Shemia Shai. And I had to realize that. This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, it says, "Likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto them, unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel." And that's how Yahweh Shai deals with us. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai deals with us as a weaker vessel. But he builds us up with his spirit. And that's what we have to do the same thing with these women. Um, you know, we become carnal, not in the sense where we hit on these women, but we emotionally tear them down, and which is not good for them because they're emotional creatures and emotional beings. All right, so we have to know how to deal with these women accordingly, because we want Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, us being the women, want us to deal with us accordingly too. So we have to watch how we treat everybody that believes in the name of Yahweh Bashim. Now these other women that are out there, like all this WAP shit, Cardi B and Megan, all that, them kind of women, fuck them. But we gotta carefully watch how we conduct ourselves around individuals that believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, whether it be a woman or a man. And it's just a quick testimony that I had to, that I come in to realize, even in dealing with my brothers, I had to make sure I'm dealing with my brothers according to how I want Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to deal with me. All right. It says, 1 Peter 3 and 7, it says, "Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto them, unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel." I just want to get the word honor real quick. All right. It says, "Value by analogy, esteem, or the dignity, honor, precious price, a value by which the price is fixed, honor what belongs or is shown to one." All right, so not worshiping the woman, but giving honor to her as a weaker vessel, building her up in the truth, building their spirit up also. And you women, you have to start. You can't totally solely rely on the men to build you. You have to become the best person. Like the elder always says, you're in a situation or a relationship or an entanglement. I just want to be funny, but if you're in a relationship or you're dealing with a woman in the truth, that woman and that man have to become the best individuals, so as them by themselves together, so they can grow together. You have to become the best you can be. She has to become the best her that she can be, so y'all can be the best one body that y'all can be together. Because if one of y'all are broken, the body is never going to operate right. Because if you got a broken toe, the leg is not going to be, your body's not going to be able to walk right. You have a broken foot, you're not going to be able to walk right. The whole body must be healed, because you become one vessel. All right. It says, "Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered." Right. So being in one mind, you know what I'm saying, honoring her as a weaker vessel, and you women giving reverence to your man as being your master, your Lord, like Sarah did Abraham, you know. to become one body in the name of Yahweh Shemia Shai. And you deal with your women accordingly. If you got a woman that's not in the truth, you deal with her accordingly. You know, you got a woman that is in the truth, that believes in Yahweh Shemia Shai. Be kind of mindful how how you govern yourself around this woman, because you become the image of the Lord. And if you become a tyrant or a lion in your own house, and you're representing the image of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you don't want anybody to think in a negative sense of Yahweh Shem Yahushai because of you. All right. This is Ephesians 5:25. I'm probably gonna close it out with this. It says, "Husbands, love your wives, even as Yahweh also loved the church." And we are the church. The church are the ones that are called out. All right, and himself for it, and gave himself for it. All right, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the word. And that's how we deal with the brotherhood. That's how we deal with our women. That's how we cleanse each other through the word. You know, and women, don't try to raise yourself up over the man and try to rebuke the man, but you know, does a woman supposed to honor her man and reverence her man as master? Yes. Does she have an opinion, right to have an opinion? Yes, she does. At the end of the day, y'all are one body, but she's still an individual, and you might slip up on some things that she might catch. But with all decency and respect, she should be able to present that to you like, well, hey, babe, this, that, and the third happened yesterday, and you kind of handle it this way, and you might should have handled it this way. That might have helped out better. There's a way and due process to do everything. Verse 26 is that he may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. So we all become new creatures with the washing of the word. And once we become new individuals, we become new together as one body with the woman, all right, and one body with the church, all right, being the brotherhood, all right. Verse 27, it said that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy without blemish. Right. And the beautiful part about my relationship with my woman is that I realize if we were both in the world, we would not last at all. And we both know that the foundation of our relationship is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's the only thing that's holding together, not the kids. It ain't even no none of that love courtship shit that the world, we know, you know what I'm saying, we care for each other dearly. We care about each other a lot. But all that love, pity pat bullshit, right, our relationship is like a business. We about business. All right, we are about business. You know, we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai holds the foundation of our relationship together, and that's what makes it easier to fix. But I had to realize within myself that I was being a lion in my own house, and I came to that conclusion. And so now, I know how to deal with my women, and it became, I was dealing with the kids the same way too, getting upset because she's getting frustrated with the kids, and and mind you, I'm the only one that works, so I'm like, she told me she was feeling overwhelmed one day. And I damn near cussed her out and like went off on her, like, what the fuck you doing feeling overwhelmed? You don't do nothing but sit at home all day. All right. Not getting an understanding and not knowing that she was dealing with postpartum depression at the time. You know? My whole motto was like shut the fuck up and just, you know what I'm saying, walk according to the spirit. But if I'm being a spiritual burden unto her, it makes it kind of hard, you know? I'm not saying she's perfect at all, but even in other people's imperfection, don't give them any room to point the finger at you as part of the imperfections. If you fix yourself solely within yourself, then and that the other person can only do one or two things. They can leave the situation, or they can choose to fix themselves so they can be the connected with you in the spirit. Because if they don't want to fix themselves spiritually, then they have no reason to be intertwined with you. You know, it says, verse 28, it says, so ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourished and cherished it, even as the Lord the church. Right. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? You know, I see a lot of jakes out here, women bashing, like, fuck these women, fuck these women. But Paul did say, I'd rather you be like me, not dealing with women at all. But if you deal with women, you have not sinned. But conduct your relationship according to the truth. You know, if you got, especially if you have a woman that's not trying to pull you off the path and trying to encourage you on the path, that's, you know what I'm saying, woman that, like, I've seen brothers in the truth that when they trying to go link up with the brothers and do lessons and teach, they're getting pissed off because they're not getting enough time. Oh, you never spend time with me, but our time is to be spent with the Lord. And if you get a woman that understands that and doesn't hinder you from that, to me, she's a keeper. Fuck all the rest of the shit. How society says what a good woman is. It's about what Yahweh Shemia Shai says a good woman is. If you got a woman that sits in the house and don't need to be all out and loud and clamorous and all that, 9 times out of 10, she's a keeper. It's somebody you can kick it with until the end. If not, then, keep it pushing. Don't even try to fool each other. That's why me and my woman got an understanding that, Yahweh Shimmy I was shy built this relationship. We didn't, because everything how we met and everything was just all spiritual, man. You know, but neither one of us are perfect, but we're perfect in faith, and so that's why we try to conduct our relationship. All right. For we are, verse 30 says, for we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall join unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. And who else is our woman? First of all, our wife, true wife, is these scriptures. These scriptures are teaching us how to be adorned as a wife, chastened, like Paul said, a chaste virgin to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. That's what these scriptures show us. But, if you have a wife or a woman that you deal with in this truth, y'all become one flesh in the spirit. It has nothing to do with the carnalness. This is all talking spiritually. All right? Especially the ones that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We always want to, anytime we're around people that believe anytime we're around anybody, even in disbelief, the individuals, we always want to conduct our mannerisms in the like mind of Yahweh Shai. He's our example. As we treat certain individuals, would Yahweh Shai do the same thing in that situation? So that's what I try to, set my mind upon and think about. All right. Verse 31, it says, for this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh, in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Yahweh Shai and the church. So ultimately, it goes back to the brotherhood. All right. But you could use this same thing to govern your life and your household too, especially if you're dealing with a woman of the Lord. So you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, even if you're like, a high status in camps. One thing our elder always tells us, that he's not going to treat us like shit, because we are the women of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and we have elders and leaders that are over us, that are viewing us and in the eyes of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So they're not going to treat us with any disrespect, because we believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Anybody that believes in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai should ultimately be treated with respect. All right. It says, nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself, and that the wife see that she is reverence her husband. Right. So Lord, these women are supposed to looking up to the men as master, Lord, like Sarah did Abraham. And that's just it. I mean, the church comes first, but we use these same values to dealing with the church to deal with our household, man. And it makes life so much easier, man. That's what these scriptures are here for, to make it easier in our time of affliction, and leading us to the glory and the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, I just want to do a quick testimony and stuff about what I was going through. I don't know if anybody else going through the same. There's probably other brothers going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But just be mindful how you deal with anybody around you, that whether it's the brotherhood or your children and women at home. We all got to deal with individuals that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, as we deal with the church. All right, the called out ones, because we all are part of the church. With that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. Testimony was edifying to serve its purpose. Like I said, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Shemia. Shalom.